All right, guys. So I came across some old Van Halen, old David Lee Roth Van Halen stuff on YouTube. And I think that there's been a couple of different, there's Valerie right there. Hi, Val. It's been a couple of different channels that have shown some of this video. Oh, now we got a little bit of audio coming on. But I just thought I would sort of share this with you guys and do a little reaction. There's Dave back there doing some warming up, doing some dance moves. Of course, the other guys are nice and chill. Michael Anthony standing there. Dave's in a great mood already. Excited for the show. So some backstage stuff. It's not really a backstage. It's more of a, I think they're out at a giant racetrack or something. Alex is looking good. Dave's got the messy hair, which was really in style back in the 80s. Nowadays, all the girls want you to put a straightener to your hair, but Dave, he's got the old crazy hairdo going on. And they're going to pan down on the whole outfit there. Yeah, so if you guys can find this footage, I would try to save it somehow, because I keep hearing stories about this footage being on one channel and then they make them take it down. And I've never seen any of this. Maybe it was about 6 months ago I finally saw this. And now I see it on another channel, and so I think they keep making guys take this footage down. It's super rare footage. Dave's got to stretch out those hammies a little bit. Make sure his hat is just perfect. A lot of hat adjusting going on there. Oh, he's got the hat off already. First time in 5 years. The mighty Van Halen. It's good shit, man. This was our generation back then. This was it, man. This was the biggest party you could be a part of. Coming in with Unchained. Nice, huge audience. It's all teenage boys. There's hardly any girls in that crowd. Packed in there nice and tight. Okay. Blue-eyed murder in a size 5 dress. So that bass looks like, I'm gonna guess that's maybe a Schecter bass, but not sure right off. Yeah, I was lucky enough to be around back in the early 80s during the David Lee Roth era Van Halen, and they would play here in Phoenix at the Coliseum, downtown Phoenix. I think they played 5 years in a row. Every summer they'd come through, and it was the party that you waited for all year long. You waited for that Van Halen show to come to town. I see some keyboards set up right there. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Ask my son for me. Yeah, look at that. Just tons of... This is over in Britain, so just tons of dudes packed in there. Oh, it sounds like we're into a little Hot for Teacher. So Hot for Teacher was the 1984 album. So I'm gonna guess this is summer of 84 or spring of 84. Dave putting on quite the show. His job was just to get that crowd pumped up. Edward running off stage talking to somebody about something. Let me get this fan. I got hold on. Awesome Michael Anthony vocals going on right there. Seems like we're over on Michael's side of the stage. Uh-oh. Got guys running on stage. Michael just working hard. Let's look at all them notes he's playing on that thing. Yeah, so we're way over on Michael's side of the stage, so we're going to see a lot of bass playing going on. So the guitar looks like a 5150 Kramer that Ed's playing. So that's not the original Frankenstrat right there. I can see 5150 on it. It's got the Kramer neck on it. Dave's over there playing the one string whatever on some lighting cable or something. Yeah, they probably do. Yeah, look at that. They're out on some racetrack somewhere. Uh-oh. People trying to grab Ed. Get that guy off the stage. Oh, and he spilled something. They're cleaning up the mess, but the show must go on. Just having the time of his life out there. I mean, there's that argument. When should, here it is, what is it, 40 years later, when should some guys retire? And when you're having that much fun, it's really hard to just give up and retire because the amount of fun that these guys are having. Got some fast-footed roadies doing some work out there. Yeah, this is a bunch of just random clips. Oh yeah, I remember this part. The electronic drums that just get faster and faster. Van Halen gave everybody a solo. Oh, we've got his drum track over there, his drum tech messing with the hi-hat clutch. Is he happy with that? No. Oh, he's got his pliers on it. Tighten that sucker down. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, Alex, right there. There he is. Always love seeing him stand up. Oh, somebody's throwing bottles on stage. Sounds like a little bit On Fire from the first album. A lot of very impressive background vocals in this from Michael. Oh, Dave doing some crazy acrobatics there. Turn Alex up. I think that's what Ed was doing right there in that little bit of footage. He pointed at the drummer and he pointed up. Turn Alex up. So he wants the whole drum mix in his monitor. He wants it a little bit louder. Ed and Alex locked in so tight. Oh, good bass playing. I'm gonna... Oh, here we go.
Hey, don't be throwing no shit up on stage, but that's alright, because I know we threw that bottle, and after the show, pal, I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, man.
Classic Roth right there. And they just come right back in. They just come right back in. They've done that kind of stop and start so many times. Dave had the ability to look at Alex, and Al knew, okay, Dave wants to stop the song right here, so he's got one of his one-liners. Very nice. It's too bad we didn't have a little better close-ups of Ed playing a lot of that. Oh, here we go. Do they know Running with the Devil? The audience knows Running with the Devil. That came out in 78, and this concert 84 been 6 years later, so it's weird to think that Van Halen at this point had only been around for 6 or 7. There's a classic move right there from the video. But it's kind of weird to think that they've only been around for, 7 or 8 years at this point, and so they got to the top pretty darn quick. And it looks like sometimes Eddie would sing along during that, but I didn't see him doing it right there. It's like it didn't really matter that much. Trying to see, I'm looking around. Is Ed singing? No, he's not singing. Very nice. It's that low harmonic right there. Yeah. Dave was more of a vocalist than a singer. You have singers, and he could sing, but then you also had vocalists, and then you also had like an MC, right? In a lot of ways, Dave was the MC of the show. A lot of notes coming out of the bass right there. He's freestyling a lot of stuff. Yeah, so I'm actually in my store right now, and we're open, so we might have customers walking in on me once in a while. Always when they show the audience, I'm always looking and seeing if there was any girls in the audience. And I don't see any in that little shot right there, but sometimes if there's a girl, they're going to be up. Okay, little guitars. So this was off Diver Down. And there's Michael Anthony, just a little bit more relaxed into his bass playing. Dave's up on top of a staircase up there. And so I think because they're opening up for somebody, and I think they're opening for AC/DC at this show. But I think this is their smaller set that they have. This is their half size of their touring setup that they have, stage setup. This is a small stage setup for them, I think. Yeah, this was long before they had any kind of backing tracks, or they didn't even think about having guys backstage doing harmony vocals or any of that kind of stuff. This was as live and unfiltered as you could get. Checking his volume. Uh-oh, there's the moonwalk. Dave's just trying to entertain himself at this point. Yeah, Michael Jackson. No, in 84 there was a lot of, 85 there was a lot of Michael Jackson hatred in the world. Dave wasn't real happy with Michael Jackson because Ed played that solo on Beat It and basically did it for free. So Dave wasn't too happy about that. There's people throwing bottles on stage again because this is an opening band right here at this show. I mean, there's kids in that audience that are waiting for AC/DC. I think AC/DC was the headliner. I don't know that for sure. Throwing shit on stage back in the 80s was pretty common. The opening bands, every time I ever saw Van Halen, the opening bands definitely got shit thrown at them and got booed off stage. Oh, they're actually playing House of Pain, which is on the 1984 album. This is so rare. This is unbelievable. There's somebody with a little camera right there. Little photomat camera. None of these kids right here knew this song at this point. Great guitar riff. Yeah, I think it's pretty sure that the guys in this audience have never heard this song. This is new to them. Yeah, so somehow the film cut to about halfway through the song. This is the ending part of the song. Dave's down there laying in the beer and everything on the stage floor doing his dance moves down there. Van Halen was good at doing the call and respond. So Edward would do a riff on his guitar and then David would mimic it with his voice. They did that kind of stuff a lot. I'm pretty sure that's Led Zeppelin influence that they had right there. There's Dave pretending to play the one string. Uh-oh, there it is. Classic move right there. I'm not sure what they would call that move right there, but that was pretty good for the Van Halen boys. Came up with that one. That was a lot of fun. And nowadays you hear stories about Michael Anthony was making less money at this point than their road manager and wasn't really considered an equal part of the band. Financially, he didn't get it. Okay, so now we're moving into Michael's bass solo. So it looks like he's on one of those Kramer, a fretless Kramer with the aluminum neck. So the reason he's playing this thing is having that aluminium neck. You can throw this thing all over the place. This good bass. You can't break this bass. And then it sounds like he's got a big fuzz octave pedal on there or something. There you go. You can get some crowd response from the crowd. I mean, no. Uh-oh. Yeah, you can't break that bass. That bass will last forever. That bass is probably still around, just nothing wrong with it. So he's kind of playing professional wrestler here. What was that, a $600 bass when they came out? I don't know, it might have been a $1,000 bass when it came out. Oh, then he picks up another one with all the distortion and everything. Oh, we got the footage cut into this part. So he's actually on a bass guitar that he can actually play now. But that Kramer part was that was cool, the aluminum neck thing. That was fun. Oh, guys are starting to throw stuff. Michael's not worried though, he's just having a good time. Go ahead and throw a couple of things. It doesn't bother. As long as it doesn't hit ya, you can just not even think about a couple of bottles or plastic bottles or whatever getting thrown up there. You don't even think about it. Yeah, and now also at this time, Michael was also hearing all the rumors where the Van Halen guys wanted Billy Sheehan to be in the band at this point. So there was a little bit of, Michael had a little bit in the back of his mind that Billy Sheehan is trying to take this gig from him. Because Billy Sheehan, man, that guy can play bass and he could sing but I wouldn't ever, if it was me, I would never replace Michael Anthony because he played such a huge role in this band. His singing. When I went and saw Van Halen in 2015 and Wolfie was on bass, and Wolfie plays good bass, and Wolfie's a great singer, but it just didn't have the same, it just didn't feel the same as with Michael Anthony singing. I'm just a huge fan of this guy. And again, what he's doing here, he's kind of freaking out, and this was back in the day when it was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And if you're having conniptions playing your bass and you're passing out and you're you know, getting all freaked out and jumping around. Love it. Great job. Uh-oh, here we go. Ed's on the keyboard. I think the video clips again right here. Oh. Yeah, so we missed Al Waite. So it looks like during the bass solo, Dave had enough time to go backstage and change his clothes. Nowadays, it kind of seems like that doesn't matter. You don't see too many artists that think it's important to go and change their outfit. Seeing now what the band is doing, they wait for him to come back in. Starting to get dark out now. Their stage lights are going to start coming on. Oh, now we're back to a little bit of the I'll wait. Michael is kind of starting to look like he's actually working at this point. He's got to do this keyboard part. So I don't think that the audio is synced up real good with the video in this part. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's all, yeah, the audio and everything's not synced. Okay. Now we're back to I'll wait. There's a case for that ovation somewhere here, bro. Might be at the other shop, but I'm sure there's a case for that. Oh, there's one girl in the audience, but that's where the girls usually were back in the day. You'd have to throw them up on your shoulder, because she's way down there in the front section there. Yeah, golf claps on that song. It is a good song, but these boys want the heavy stuff. These boys want that heavy stuff. The song I'll Wait wasn't one of my favorites. So we got more drum stuff happening here. Oh, I think this is where Dave is up front with his samurai sword. Yeah. So this is his little samurai sword dance routine bit that he does. Michael's got his Jack Daniels bass, and they're just kind of letting Dave have a little bit of spotlight. I guess this would be Dave's solo. Everybody gets a solo. And so this is Dave's kind of time-wasting little part of the show where he swings his... Okay, everybody wants some. I think actually in 2015 when I saw them, they did the same thing. They did the samurai sword bit into Everybody Wants Some. It's too bad the video keeps... There's sections missing and then they just throw it back together. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna say Charvel is the guys that built that Jack Daniels bass for him. The early Charvel. I don't think it was Kramer that built that bass. I could be wrong, but I think it was in the Charvel factory in early early 80s. Where were they at? I forget right now. Kind of looks like Ed's been playing the same guitar for this whole show, except when he played little guitars and he played that little tiny mini Les Paul. Okay. Dave's saying, okay, quiet down, quiet down. Quiet down. Hold on, quiet down. Dave definitely was.
I get the impression that everybody in Great Britain wants it.
Dave was definitely the guy that was in charge at this point. He was like the MC. He told him when to stop, when to start. It was his show.
Seems like my shoe's gonna fall off here.
Dave's actually gonna do a little restring on his shoe here.
It's starting to look like my pants are about to fall off here too. Yeah.
So he's saying that in front of thousands of teenage boys. Oh, got somebody on stage.
Take him out back. Give him a fucking drink, man. Yeah.
Dave didn't seem to mind too bad when people ran up on stage.
He made it this far. Give him a fucking shot. Give him the bottle, baby. Right.
So we're still in the middle of the song Everybody Wants Some right here.
Even the airplanes are showing up for the party here tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an airplane flying over.
Oh, baby. We got into town. Can you hear me out there? Oh, baby, as we come into town, actually about 3-4 days ago, figured we was going to spend a little time on the island here and make a little sense out of it all. Thought we were gonna sneak in the back way in the hotel. Forget it, baby. We get to the hotel, there's people partying in the parking lot, people getting down in the elevators. Whoa. I swear to God, I had this one chick. This chick was pounding at my door. She was kicking and screaming at my door till about 6:30 this morning. Finally, I just said fuck it and let her out of my room.
Classic Dave jokes. Every concert he'd tell the same jokes. Everybody seemed to enjoy them.
Oh, you all know Alex Van Halen, don't ya?
It's like they put the fire out. They had a little fire that was burning up there.
Just sitting up there, just smiling. Yeah. You having a pretty good time in England now? Yeah. You having a pretty
There was a lot of Van Halen shows where half the fun of the concert was listening to Dave talk between songs. It was fun. You never heard anything like that before Dave. It was a lot of fun. He was telling jokes, and it was half the fun of the show a lot of times, just listening to Dave between songs ramble on.
He's so full of youthful enthusiasm here tonight. I wonder if Alex Van Halen is smiling because
Oh, they're pulling people off the stage.
tonight. I wonder if Alex Van Halen is smiling because he's fucked up on. I'll tell you what I like.
Somebody's got their camera in there. That's pretty cool. Those photos are somewhere. Those photos, those photos still exist out in the world, I bet. Yeah, and see, there's the girl right up on somebody's shoulders. There, they're trying to pull somebody out of the crowd. He's just had enough, and he's like, get me out of here. So that's how you stretch out Everybody Wants Some to about a 15-minute song right there. And I mean, at this point, they had 6 albums of music out, and so they didn't necessarily need to make Everybody Wants Some stretch for 10, 12, 15 minutes. But I think it was fun for them, and their whole point was having fun. Nothing was too serious about it. I mean, when they were on stage, nothing was serious about any of it. It was when they were off stage is when all the serious shit came out, and they were all arguing about everything and the business aspect of it all and creating new songs. That's where they were arguing and everything. But when they were on stage, they were just having a party, and they were just having a blast.
Somebody tell me what year this is. I said, tell me what year.
Turn that one down. So his bottom keyboard, he just said, please turn this one down. Oh, now look at Dave right there. He's got a girl and he's just making out with her. And Michael's looking over, and look at Michael's reaction. That's just good old Dave having fun over there. So I don't think Dave was too enthusiastic when Ed brought the keyboards on stage. And we can see Michael working really hard over there trying to put keyboard parts together. And he's an easygoing guy. He's a good guy. And he was able to just say, okay, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. It's maybe not what he wanted to do. It's maybe not the funnest thing he's ever done on stage. I'm sure he would prefer to play his bass, but there he is laying down the keyboard parts and jump. And like I said a couple of times, Michael was just a hardworking guy, and he was a team player, and whatever obstacles were in his way, he would just move forward, and he continued to be in the band, for as long as the band could go. And I don't blame Edward for wanting his son Wolfie to be in the band when they got back together. But I sure would have really loved that Different Kind of Truth album. If anything, call Michael up and say, hey buddy, we're doing an album. Will you come and sing all your magical background vocals onto this album for us? At least a half a dozen of the songs. Could we at least get some of that pure magical Michael Anthony background vocals on some of it, please? And Michael probably would have went in the studio and learned that shit and done it for free. Michael would have done that shit for free. Yeah, that's definitely the 5150 Kramer guitar that he's playing right there. And I think he toured this tour. He probably had, I'm guessing, but he probably had six or eight of those with him. I could be wrong. But it's got that Kramer hockey stick headstock with the star up on the very tip of it. And then down at the bottom, you can see 5150 stickers are down behind the bridge. So we haven't seen any of the classic guitars in this video. It would have been cool to see the Bumblebee. It would have been cool to see the original Frankenstrat. But he had the guitar that he liked, and he used it for the whole show. Looked like he had his volume partway down for some of that. Yeah, I think his volume's turned down a little ways. There, it's back up. So it sounds like they're in a little improvised blues jam here. Now, nobody played like Ed. Only had 2 springs on his trem right there. Back of the neck completely sanded down. Yeah. There's the Cathedral song. A little of the Mean Street intro. Not the greatest camera work, but man, we're lucky to have this and be able to see this. That part's amazing right there. Just hanging on that note. So fast. Dave's wondering where his spotlight's at. He's looking for his spotlight. All them lights are still pointed at Eddie. We're into a little bit of Panama here. It's dark out. All the stage lights are on. No, there's a lot of clips, and we got some of the footage, but it's kind of sad that we're lucky that it's here. It's kind of sad that it's all cut up. But we're also very lucky that we can see this. Yeah, who's ever on that camera is sleeping right now.
Can you hear me out there? We're gonna take
No, Roth.
film back to the United States and show them how England fucking well does it.
Roth doesn't want to quit. He's out touring right now. I actually have tickets to go see him on September 3rd, I think, out at the casino right over here in Phoenix. But when you have this much fun doing something, it's hard to walk away from it. There's so many of those aging 80s rock stars that they just can't give up because it's just so much fun. Okay, so there. So you're thinking this is the end of the show, but they usually would do a couple of encores. So let's see if they got any encores. I'm thinking maybe Ain't Talking About Love would probably be a good one, or maybe the thing is, you know, they had 6 albums out at this point, and it didn't matter what song they played. I loved every one of them. So, but I'm gonna say maybe Ain't Talking About Love would probably be a good one, or you know, You Really Got Me was the one that started their career, so it's a good chance they'll kick into. Yeah, You Really Got Me. And then again, there's always the guys that are saying, Roth can't sing anymore. But, I mean, listen to what he's doing in 1980, what year is this, 84? He couldn't sing back then. He would just scream if he would come in late on a line and then scream, but it's okay. David Lee Roth, that's what he does.
All you people here today for the Castle Donington Rock Music Festival. I got to say that after 122 shows.
This is where I'm going to guess he's going to say something like, all these gigs that we've played, you guys are the best audience we've ever had.
Around the world in 1984. Great Britain, you guys kick ass on up.
Yeah, this is the same every show. He did the same kind of thing. He played Phoenix, he'd say, guys, at all the shows we played, every time we show up in Phoenix, you guys kick their ass. Yeah, the timing was right for Van Halen in the early 80s. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if a band like this, Party Rock, if it came out today, what would even happen, if they could make a living at it. Party Rock, very impressive musicianship, innovative guitar playing, great lyric content. It's good songwriting. Tons of touring. Although I think after a while, I think Ed didn't really want to tour out of the United States very often. But even in the Van Hagar days, they worked hard. They were a very hard-working band. And I think Sammy Hagar did a lot of good for them, and Sammy worked really hard with them and kept them around for a long time. So there's props to Sammy too for being able to step into Dave's shoes right there. So this is some after show footage, and it showed Dave going into a tent, and doesn't seem like there's any audio during this part. But that guy right there is probably I forget his name, but it was probably their road manager there. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So anyhow, there you guys go. I was just kind of reacting to some old Van Halen footage. I'm going to put this on my second channel because I only have, 130 subscribers or something. And so hopefully it'll be safe over there and won't, I'm not monetized or anything on that channel anyhow. So hopefully this footage will stay over there. But it was a ton of fun doing this. And thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a great day.